Welcome to the Ferrari stand at the 2014 Geneva Motor Show. Now I know a car a lot of you were excited about seeing is this, the new Ferrari California T. Obviously it's more of a facelift, I would say, in terms of the style of it, and the big changes have really come underneath the skin, starting with the engine. Now Ferrari is saying it's a V8 that produces 560 brake horsepower and 558 pounds-foot of torque, and makes a great noise. It's still flat plane, and oh, by the way, it's more fuel efficient because it happens to be turbocharged. It will be very interesting also when we get to drive it, see how the throttle response is. They're certainly playing down the fact of sort of turbocharging, despite the fact that it's got T in the title. Anyway, the performance is fairly extraordinary. I've got the numbers here: 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, so 62 miles an hour, 3.6 seconds, and 0 to 200 kilometers an hour, so that's 124 miles an hour in 11.2 seconds. Bearing in mind this is the sort of the junior car of the range, I suppose, that's still pretty impressive. The car was obviously seen perhaps as a bit of a sort of a cruiser before, but they've sort of done quite a bit to actually increase the sort of the sportiness of it, I suppose. They're claiming it's still obviously very habitable around urban environments, of course, but the spring rates have increased by 11%, and they've also quickened the rack, which, given Ferrari is known for fairly quick steering racks anyway, I assume will just bring it into line with the other cars. Anyway, let's go and have a look at the interior. So inside the California, it's obviously still a 2+2, and they've actually given us a tiny bit more room. I say us, I don't swear us, it's like I'm going to buy one. Anyway, they've given us a bit more room in the rear seats, so it's children and obviously emergency use only generally. The other big thing in here is this, which is the sort of lovely central tank. It reminds me of the big tunnels they've actually got up at Maranello, and it's called the TPE, which is Turbo Performance Engineer. It's all sort of touchscreen, and this moves, I think, and it basically tells you how to get the best out of the 3.8 litre turbocharged engine. What else have we got? Well, we've got a new ESP8 system in here, and that's allowed the F1 track, which is the sort of traction management system, to come in. They're claiming it'll now get out of corners 8.5% faster. That's one of those wonderful facts that we don't know where on earth they get it from, but presumably it's tangible. Also in here we've got the new screen, which is touchscreen, and also we've got the controls, because as they say, you don't always want to sort of touchscreen, can be a bit fussy when you're driving along. Gearbox, the gears are now taller, presumably because it's got more torque, but also to help with fuel economy, and they say in a sort of situation which replicates how their drivers or customers drive the car is now 15% more fuel efficient. The CO2 is down to about 250 grams per kilometre as well, which is obviously fairly impressive. So that's it, the new Ferrari California T. It should be interesting when we get to drive it. We were sort of never massive fans perhaps of the first one, then it was updated and we enjoyed that second generation, so we're hoping for very good things for this new one. We'll have to find somewhere suitably sunny and Italian to drive it. If you've got any ideas, let us know.